Hello and welcome to the Build with Baer workshop. I want to thank everyone for joining me today. We're getting back into it. Our build stream, we got a brand new build for this evening. Those of you that weren't here on Saturday, we finished our Wing Gundam perfect grade. It was like 8 episodes of an hour to 15 hour and a half each. So that's a long time. Such a long thing. It was like most of the beginning of this year was focusing on that kit. I want to thank everyone for joining me. If you're a subscriber, throw a Bear Cave emote there in the chat. Still have not gotten approved for my $9.99 emote. I put that in. It's still pending. I have reached out to a friend at Twitch to see if they can, grease some wheels, maybe get that going. Let me know if you're here in the chat. How you're doing. We'll get started in a minute or two. Let's see if we can get a few more people to pop in. But I wanted to say hello to everybody here in the chat that joined us already. Thank you for being here. Hello, the Hollow. If you're a subscriber with Twitch, make sure that you, if you're following me, if you've done that in the past, make sure that your coin hasn't expired, because that happens around this time for a lot of my followers, because you have to manually redo that. Oh, thank you very much. Yeah, I picked this up from We Love Fine at PAX West last year. It's a pre-distress, which I normally don't like, but because Windjammers is so old, I think it looks really cool, and I think it works. Yeah, like I said, normally I wouldn't necessarily rock a pre-faded, but it works with the idea that Windjammers is a old property. All right, well, enough chit-chat from me. Let's get into our build. Well, more people will join us on a Thursday. So, we are doing the Gundam Epyon from Gundam Wing. Yes, we are doing back-to-back Gundam builds. This is a kit I've been meaning to do for a very long time. Someone bought it off my wish list. I can't wait to build it. So I jumped it ahead of the other things. Also, it won the poll for my Patreon backers at $10 or more. Get to vote. Very few people voted, and this one won. So we're doing it. Drew, hello. I did a couple cuts already to kind of get my hands going. We've got our normal tools. We've got our usual cutter here. We've got a screwdriver, which we're kind of using to separate as a separator. Now, we will have a separator coming. Someone, I don't know who, bought off my Amazon wish list a separator and a sheet organizer. So those are coming supposedly on Saturday. I'll get those. And when those come, I'll hopefully be able to use it on the Saturday build. It would be nice to have a rubber separator and not use that. Hold on one second. Bandai does make fantastic kits. Hello, Harold. Thank you for the host. Thank you for jumping in. If we go back to my Twitter feed today, I retweeted. Harold had me on for a podcast interview. That is in my... Nadavis just subscribed again. 3 months in a row. Thank you very much for doing that. And thanks for doing it during the stream so that I can say thank you. A lot of people renew just when they happen to notice that it's been a month. But yeah, Harold, if you check my Twitter account today, I put a retweet of the interview I did with Harold, and I think it was a fun discussion. You got the kit. Drew, you got this kit. You're working on your tall geese. Yeah, I haven't been a tall geese in a long time. So anyway, I did a couple cutting. I'm going to have some more tools on Saturday. I'm excited about some tools. Somebody bought me a couple things that will just help with the building. We'll get into it. I've got anime talk for today because I found a show that I'm mad that I wasn't watching, that I caught up on. Very excited about that, to talk to you about that. Ooh, burps. Apologize. Yeah, I got a new show that I'm into, so I want to talk about that. And talk about my travel next week. I am not streaming next Thursday or Friday. I have videos that are going to go up, but unfortunately will not be able to stream those days. No problem, Harold. Happy to retweet. Also, if folks want to go to my YouTube page, youtube.com/Pat Baer, I put up yesterday, which would make that Wednesday, I put up episode 6 of Pat Plays Pokemon, my Pokemon Let's Play series, and I didn't get a lot of views on that episode. So, far less than the other ones. I hope people will go and watch that. It's a lot of fun for me to do. It might be because I also played games on Monday. Maybe people were like, all right, enough of you playing games. We did that bonus game stream, and it was really, really fun. Really fun to do on Monday. It was fun to play games with y'all and talk about some stuff that I'm working on for gaming. Not that Will Smith is streaming or is hosting the stream. Thank you, Will. Appreciate it. Oh, Davis, you're halfway done with your first build. Congratulations. Send me photos. That goes for everybody. Oh, and the Hollow is now hosting. That's very nice. Thank you, the Hollow. That's very kind of all of you. Yeah, so if you're ever building anything, if you're ever doing model kits or anything like that, doing painting minifigs, minifigures, that kind of stuff, send me tweets, twitter.com/PatBaer. I always retweet those, usually at the end of the stream. I'll do some retweets while I'm doing other stuff. But that's very nice of you y'all to think of me. I do really appreciate it when people think about me when they're working on stuff. All right, so we are building up our. We are going to make up here. We're working on the body of our Epyon, so we're going to start by doing that now, and we'll get to build up the body. This is the cockpit from the Zero system. Now, Davis is now also hosting. Right. I have not. So when it asked about painting. So I don't paint figures. I have a couple markers. I've thought about doing some marker work. Mostly, if I did it, it would probably be like time lapse, and it wouldn't be on stream. My concentration, as it is pretty like haphazard between building and keeping up with chat and talking about stuff I want to talk about with all of you. I know that I would not do a great job of painting. I will say that in a couple steps, I'm going to apply a sticker, which, as people know, when it comes to Gundam, I usually don't do stickers. But it's the chest piece sticker, and I think it's important to be on there, so I'm going to try to apply that sticker. I'm actually pretty nervous about it because I'm not good with sticker applications, but we'll see what happens. I'm going to try. I don't have an X-Acto knife. I'm going to use my screwdriver flathead, and we'll see if that helps. Speaking of screws, I am so happy to not have screws involved in this kit. Those that watched my perfect grade, there's a lot of screws, a lot of nuts and bolts in that kit, and I'm so happy not to have them in this kit. Oh, it's such a load off of my mind not to have to worry about it. The sticker is pretty big. I mean, I'll show here. It's a big circular sticker. It's not bad. You can see it in both shots. I'm not too worried about it. I think I can do it, especially having a kind of sharp surface for it. Should help out. Yeah, so we're working on our these are our arms are going to go into these pieces here. So we're going to make sure that is looking good and fitting in pretty right. Okay, looks pretty good. This is, as mentioned, the Epyon, which is from Gundam Wing. It is the only villainous Gundam made in the series. Basically, the show starts with 5 Gundams from the 5 different colonies coming to Earth. And then there is the Tall Geese, which is like the old school kind of mobile suit. And then the Zero, which is like the original version that all of the Gundams are based on that we just built, comes out. And then the Epyon gets built. And the Epyon is made out of Gundanium like all the other Gundams and is considered a Gundam. And Hiro Yui, our main character, does pilot it for a brief period. It's a good kit. Yeah, I think this is a really solid kit. Like I said, I'm very excited about not having screws in this Master Grade. It is weird to be working at Master Grade, the 1/100 scale, after doing the 1/60 scale for so long. But I am excited to do this kit. Like I said, I'm not streaming next week. I will have videos to go up on Thursday and Saturday of next week so that people can watch those videos instead of watching the streams. They'll go up hopefully around the time that I would normally be streaming. I'll make those go live then. And that way people have something to do while I'm at Emerald City Comic Con and unable to stream. All right, so now we're just building our cockpit out. This is the version of the Zero system, which is like kind of the closest Gundam Wing gets to being like talking about new types and mainstay series stuff. Because Gundam Wing kind of is its own universe. It's 100%, not kind of. It is its own universe. So they don't like usually futz with a lot of the stuff that the other series have. All right, so we're going to need E and A. Lots of A and E. Still learning what these colors are and what the sheets look like. Let's see. That's D. This is E. Here's E. Okay. Found E. Great. Yeah, I had a pretty busy week this week, but it was a good week. Excited to be streaming with all of y'all. Thank you for joining me today. It's very nice to see folks in the chat. So this is A. So we need A3, A4, A13, A9. All right, let's get what we need here. 13 is our chest piece. Often with these master grade kits, you're going to start with the arms or the legs. It's fun to be starting with the body. That is a change of pace that I appreciate. Every kit's different, but this one is just, starting here on the body. So I think that's pretty cool. I'm into it. And A9 is a clear piece here. Solid. Great. So, all right, anime talk. Let's get into it right away. Slow start. Slow start. 2 words. That is the feel-good anime that I have been watching in other feel-good animes, but this one is the one that I feel bad that I've not been into. The reason why I'm actually a little annoyed that people are like, hey, are you watching Slow Start, is because the voice actress who does Kana from Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid also does a voice in this show. And I was like, how are people not telling me about the voice actress that does Kana doing another young, small girl character? It's just the same voice. It's her voice. It's great. She's great as it. She's like a minor character. She's definitely not a main character in the show. So let's see. What's Slow Start? Slow Start is about a girl named Hana, I should say. Hana got sick at the end of middle school. Didn't take her high school entry exam because she was sick. Felt ashamed. Felt like people like her friends weren't gonna hang out with her after a year. She moves in with her cousin. Gets a fresh new start. Studies for a year, so she nails her entrance exam. So it's a slow start for her because she's a year behind. She had like a year that people don't talk about. She was a Ronin for a year, basically. So then she comes into school, immediately makes friends. Hana has a lot of self-esteem issues, which happens throughout the 7 episodes that exist already. But it's great. Tama is this girl that, she's like one of those fang girls, one of those girls that has a fang for some reason. But they don't talk about it. It's just to show her personality. She's outgoing. She wants everyone to call her Tama-chan. She's awesome in the show. It's just real good. It's just really good and nice. It's already an incredibly great show that I'm really into. There's one thing about it. The 4th girl in the friend squad, because there's no name for them right now that I know of, is this girl, Aiko-chan. Aiko-chan. Aiko is kind of like, at first I wasn't sure what her deal was, because she's like really flirty with other girls. This seems to be an all-girls school. And she's like, seems to be kind of mature. But then I realized, oh, this is a girl who's just like, her character game is budding sexuality. Like, she likes making people nervous, and she had like enjoys that aspect of it. She's like a big flirt, and likes flirting with other girls. Um, that's like her deal. Because yeah, I wasn't quite sure what was going on at first with that character, and now I'm starting to understand that that's what her character game is. Um, and there's like the only thing that's weird is there's a teacher. There's the seventh episode is kind of weird, and I wasn't super into it because it kind of played off of that part of the character. Like, the teacher is like not having it because she's like old enough to know, like, hey, I know what your deal is. Like, she's not phased by it, which is good. But I don't know. It was kind of weird. Female teacher, I should say. It was just like an odd thing that was happening in that show. I don't know. Overall, Slow Start seems cool. I recommend it. It seems like a good show that people like seem to like as well. I'm not the only one into that show, is what I'm saying. Seems like other people are also into it. Yeah, that was my big discovery. And then I mentioned it on Saturday, but I'm now caught up with School Babysitter. School Babysitters, I should say, which is really adorable and great. It is such an awesome, heartfelt show. There's some tears in it, about a young boy, high school dude, and his really younger brother have their parents pass away, and so now they have a new caretaker, and they're like dealing with school, and he's been charged with helping out with the daycare at the school that he goes to. And it's just like, it's pretty good. I would say it's really good, actually. Character stuff is really fun. The kids are adorable, and like in that anime way where they're kids, but they like are soulful. Like they have like they see through people and that kind of thing. I don't know. It's good. It's very good. It's good is not necessarily a great way to describe a program, but I'm into it. So now I have so many shows to watch. I added 2 more, which is ridiculous. Today's today's episodes, we got 3 shows that came out today that I'll mention. The first one is Baku showed up in How to Keep a Mummy. How to Keep a Mummy, for those that haven't been listening to me jabber about it, is a slice of life show with some mystical elements about a little. There are dragons and mummies, which is a tiny, cute thing. Oh, Zorbs just subscribed again. Hello, Zorbs. 6 months subscription. Zorbs, thank you so much for that. I really appreciate it. But yeah, there was this little pink fluffy thing that was like this big. That's a dream eater. It eats nightmares. Showed up, and it was cool. So, Drew, the secret is that I don't watch fucking television. I don't know why I said that like that, but people are like, oh, have you been watching This Us? Oh, have you been watching... Oh, you must have binge watched all of Everything Sucks, right? And I'm like, no. I watch a lot of YouTube videos, and then I watch a lot of stuff on Crunchyroll and other anime. I have not been watching Violet Evergarden. I saw a couple clips on YouTube that piqued my interest, but I have not checked that show out yet. I should. Okay, so there's a clear piece here that's going to go on, and we've got this sticker that's now here. I really want to apply this sticker because I think the highlights of green really make this feel like a Gundam, and I want to make sure that I'm including that if I can. We might try to do the face sticker as well. I'm going to try to be adventurous and add the face sticker. But we'll see. The first things first. Let's see if I can apply this. All right. Not great, but good enough. So good. It worked. Applied. Okay. And then we'll put the clear piece on there. Keep it in place. Hooray, we did it. And then we attach our faceplate here, or chest piece, I should say, not faceplate. Chest plate piece. Our faceplate has some stickers too that I might attach, depending. But yeah, that worked out okay. And then try to get this hooked up there. Once again, forgetting comparatively how small this grade is compared to our other kit. Great, we did it. Stickers in the bear cave. I know, Zorbs. Yeah, feeling pretty good about that. I think it just look at it. Look at it behind the plastic, the clear. I just think it looks so cool that I really felt like I needed to try. Now, am I going to be able to get this face piece on the eyes later? I don't know if that's going to work as well. But we're going to give it a shot, right? We're growing. We're trying. We didn't do the LED display in our other kit because I was just like not going to try that. But we'll try this one. All right, so we need E and C again. We need E again, which is this here. And then we need C, which is C1. Some of C1. Got that there. Great. It is a brave new world. I think it looks, yeah, it's worth trying, right? And if we fail, we fail. But I think it looks so good that I wanted to include it if I could. E4 and E5 here. Yeah, so How to Keep a Mummy was really good. Zorbs, I have not tried to mount that LED off air. It's a project I'll probably pick up, but I've been very busy, so I haven't really had time to try it. Yeah, Drew, I do like, I don't mind failing, especially on stream, because there are a lot of people who, there's some of y'all who are very skilled at the stuff, know the stuff top to bottom. This is your bread and butter. And then there are plenty of people that are very novice to it. So if my failures can help, that's totally worth it. Like my kind of very DIY repair job that I did on the skirt on our kit. Like I had a few people reach out to say that encouraged them to try to fix some of the mistakes they made on their kits. So I was very happy to see that. Okay, so let's talk about it. Laid back camp, or laid back camp check-in. A very fun episode. It was kind of a building episode. We didn't get too far. It was also a chance for some of our minor characters that are not Rin and Nadesco to have some moments. It was actually a pretty light Nadesco episode, who is ostensibly the main character, or at least one of the two main characters. So that was pretty cool to have them kind of give you a chance to see a little bit more of the other characters in the show. And kind of lead us to some silly stuff, silly discussions, and then like we're leading into the tail end of the show where we're going to have all 5 characters go camping, which is, I think, probably what the last few episodes of the season are going to be, if I can guess. But it was a good episode and fun. Showed off a lot of the character work, a lot of the characters interacting with each other. And yeah, it wasn't like nothing crazy happened. Even for a day in the life kind of show, not much happened. But it was still a good show. Still a good episode. Really, really love that show. It's just like soothing in a way that I feel like I kind of need sometimes. Oh, I put this back piece on, but I'm supposed to put this on first. And then put the back piece on. Luckily that came off pretty easily. Very easily. And that slides back into place. Great. This chest has come together, knock on wood, very quickly and very easily. The headpiece does not want to stay on, which is annoying. But that is so far, this neck piece here has been giving me a little bit of problems. But that has been the only thing. Other than that, it's going great. Great. All right, so we got to put C28 and 21 on. But yeah, I've been having a really good time with the anime this season. This season has been fantastic. I think my only disappointment is Overlord. Although now we're getting into the second half of the season, and I think it's actually I'm more into what's happening now in the second half than I was the first half. So that's good. Because I really like that show. I just haven't been super thrilled with the season two. And then the other show is Death Parade. This episode, nothing really happened. A lot of backstory stuff. Introduction of a new character was kind of interesting. I don't know. There's some stuff about it that I don't dislike, but I'm not super into the show. Uh, I know a few people that really like it. I do like that it's kind of slow. It's one of those like main character is incredibly good at everything kind of show. But it's been slow. Like he hasn't taken over the world yet, which is kind of interesting. Usually, those shows, main character is already like way farther along than in this one. So that's kind of interesting. It makes me wonder if it's like a 13 episode show or if nothing is going to happen. Let's see. Drew, you say you wish you could get more into slice of life shows. Tastes are still, sadly, that of a 16-year-old. Drew, I understand. Um, like there are some shows that it's all about the characters and the character interactions. Like, so I always say like there are some shows that have things moving forward, like and Happiness. And Happiness is a slice of life show, but it's also really wacky. So there's a lot of like hijinks and big action pieces that happen, and there's like some fights towards the end, and it's got some action and it moves. That might be something a slice of life style show that you might give a shot. Um, but yeah, I could see like man episodes about camping and girls just becoming closer friends. I can understand why that's not for everybody, but it like warms my heart and like it's something that I didn't know I needed as much as I need it. So like okay. Totally into it. Yeah, I do think the Hollow. You're right. The drama can kind of with age. I just think that I only watched one type of anime for so long of my life. I only watched action stuff, cool dudes blowing stuff up, or on occasion, cool ladies blowing stuff up, like Shadow Skill. Shadow Skill was the main female lead. Uh, So yeah, so on occasion I would watch shows with like ladies with cool moves, but I watched a lot of that, and so like it's kind of nice to now to be watching different kinds of shows that I didn't watch uh, before and rediscovering stuff. Like Flying Witch is the ultimate breezy show. Nothing happens on that show, but it's incredible, and I love it so much. Um, But I understand why some people will be like, nothing happens. She just like went to train to become a witch, but there's no like destiny involved or anything. She just like hung out with her cousin and her other cousin. And I'm like, hell yeah, she did. It was cool. She found a mandrake at one point. It was real neat. But I understand. Well, yeah, I understand why that's not everyone's cup of tea. I think I put this on, but it should be on top of this chest piece and not in the bottom. So I'm going to try to wiggle it off. I might have to. Yeah, this slid underneath. It's not supposed to be where it is. Let's see if I can get this right. I'll take this. Yeah, I put this piece on weird, so I'm going to try to pop it off and put it back on right. We'll see. I got it. Got it out without breaking it. That's good. So, Ancient Magus Bride. I don't love. I've watched it. I'm like maybe 3 or 4 episodes behind. It's never like mine. Like I haven't been like I got to keep up with this show about it. There's stuff to like about it. The interaction between the characters is interesting, in a good way. It doesn't, like I said, I'm not like dying to know what happens. And there's dragons in that show. Dragons and witchcraft and familiars. It's got a lot of stuff that I like as far as that genre, but it just hasn't appealed to me, which is kind of surprising. I would think I would be into it, but I'm just not as much. I don't know. Um, but I mean, guys, I should catch up. I'll probably have a little downtime when I'm out in Emerald City Comic Con because I'm doing some stuff while I'm out there, but not a lot of things. I'm on 2 panels, but I'm not doing like a ton of things. All right, so that's our chest. Our chest is done. We already finished the chest in a half hour. Moving right along. Let's get into the head. Cha-la, head cha-la, as they say. So I guess the head has some stickers I could apply. All right, let's try to apply all the stickers. A10. A10. Start with that. Yes, I think visually the Hollow Magus Bride is really interesting looking. It's very cool. It's trippy in some parts. But yeah, it just hasn't held my attention the way some of the other shows have. I know that I'm watching mostly slice of life shows this season, and they're really good. I mean, even thank you, Drew, for your sticker strength. Even like Sanrio Boys, I actually don't think is that good. The drama is not really holding it to me, but I'm keeping up with it. I haven't really talked too much about it in the chat or on here that I've been watching, but I've been still watching it. It just hasn't like really kept my interest. Okay, so this is here. I'm going to try to get these stickers on right. All right, so this one is Y. All right, this is going to be tough. I don't know if this is going to work. I'm going to try. This is a very small sticker. Yeah, that's a tiny sticker. I want to put this tiny sticker on here. That's not going to work. I might just try to do the eyes and forgo the bridge, the parts of the head stickers that they want me to apply, because this is very small work, which I am not known for being great at. Yep, that didn't work at all. Nope. Nope. Kind of. I'll leave it. It's not good. And then the back one is that one there. So yeah, so I'm applying some colored stickers here to our kit. Trying to put it on right. Failing, kind of. Yeah, that doesn't look great, but it's on. Front one I'm going to pull, that's not going to work. All right, let's try to get these eyes on. That's important. Yeah, I also can't really talk while I'm doing this, which is tough for a live stream, as you can imagine. All right, so this goes like this. Where do the eyes go? That goes in there. All right. Like, these are just so small. Like, I just don't think I'm going to nail it right. And I'm annoyed by that. Yeah, that's not going to work. All right, well, we tried. I'll try one more time here to see if I can get this on right. Otherwise, we're just going to move on. And, yeah, it should bend and wrap around, but that's easier said than done. Well, all right, let me try one more time. See, the decals we did for our Lego, those aren't hard because those are big. And we managed to get those on pretty easily. That didn't come out great, but I got it on there. All right, let's keep moving with it. We'll put those aside. We need a 21 C9. So yeah, not too thrilled with how that turned out, but trying our best. And C1 27. All right. Thank you, Mr. Bob, for the Bear Cave emote. Appreciate that. Yeah, so my 9.99 Bear Cave emote, the new emote, the one I'm using as my Twitter icon, is still pending. I'm going to try to get that straightened out. It might be that it looks too much like a copyrighted product, like it looks too much like an actual Lego head, that maybe it has not been approved because of that. I don't know why it hasn't been approved yet, but I will investigate as best I can, see if I can get that fast-tracked a little bit, because I'd like to be able to start using it. And then Iron Souls, who gives me, who is my single 9.99 supporter currently, maybe they'll come into chat now that they will have a special emote that no one else has. I don't know. Maybe. Let's get this on here. And then this goes on this. Here's our face. So I'm kind of glad that I put the sticker on. I'll show it there. It's not perfect, but it's better than not having the sticker there. It looks okay. Hello, Eric. Welcome everybody. You know, those of you that are typing in the chat, those that don't like to chat while we do this, hello and welcome, and thank you for being here. I do appreciate having you all here in the chat while I build. This is very fun for me still, so it's nice to have people watching while I do it. PC 12 is 6, 7. This one here. This is this build is already coming together real nice and easy. I don't think there's not any really like tricks or anything odd about this particular kit. It is mostly just pretty straightforward. Do this, do that, attach these here, and you're good. The whip, which is the scaly whip, and it's the tail when it becomes dragon. Oh, this kit. Yeah, Drew, I think you're totally right about the eyes looking better once you get the kit done. So the cool thing about this kit is that it does transform. Oh, TJ Gamer 55 is following. Thank you for the follow, TJ Gamer. Appreciate that. Yeah, one of the best parts about these kits is that this one transforms into a two-headed dragon, which doesn't really look like a dragon, but it is cool. But it has it's got a beam katana, or beam like samurai sword really, and then it's also got a shield which is kind of small, and then a whip that sticks off of it which looks like scales, and that becomes the tail for the two-headed dragon when it's in flight mode. I'm a sucker for model kits that transform, or anything really like that. I love a good transformation. So, excited to build that when the time comes. Put this here. Headpiece in there. Slot this in where it goes. And there we go. Slot it in. Yep, this has all been pretty nice and easy. Then we'll find E9, H, G, H, and E is this one, Z. Great. Moving right along. Epyon's beam sword is directly powered by the suit. Yes. So the idea is that the sword, I'll show you what the blade looks like. So here's the blade. So the idea is the blade, which is this big, has like the sword is connected to the engine that powers the Gundam, which means that it like is a big old powerful heat like blade, which is stupid in a good way, very silly in a silly, fun, great way. Yeah, so it's very big and it's nonsense. Um, it's a nonsense weapon because the idea is this is a gentleman's Gundam. So it has like two Vulcan like shoulder guns. Eventually, but it doesn't start out with those guns. It just has its like beam sword and its shield and whip. Those are like it doesn't have a like whereas like the Zero has a giant gun on it. It's like, oh no, here's our big gun. We've got beam weapons, but we're mostly about the big gun. All right, so I gotta put some E stuff on here, which is this letter, and then we'll finish off the head. We're gonna move it right along. 12 and 13 first. Putting the outer skull on, or helmet, maybe. Yeah, the beam is basically like because it's so powerful and has so much energy output, it can cut through a lot of stuff. Whereas most beam katanas are like meant to go through just Gundams. This is meant to go through a lot of stuff and cut things. It's pretty cool. It's a pretty cool kit. I'm a sucker for the colors. If you look at it, it has a lot in common with the Master Gundam kit that we built from G Gundam. The Epyon and Master Gundam have a lot in common style-wise, but mostly I just think it looks cool. I'm a big fan of the color scheme. I like a good maroon anything. My first car was maroon, and I think that has shaped my opinion on the color. All right, so we'll get the helmet together here. Our piece. I need E8. There it is. Got going on here. Bought an action base for display kit. So Drew, not really. I should look into some bases. I don't really display any of my kits. My perfect grade is in display in my living room, and the Lego Millennium Falcon we built is also on display. Those are the only two kits I have on display right now. I should look into getting some stands and really put things out. But most of my kits are just in boxes, waiting for me to hit goals for the number of subscribers. Once I hit certain subscriber goals, then I send out those kits. That's the plan anyway. So our next one is 40. When we hit 40 subscribers, I will send out another kit. That'll be the master grade kit. Goes out then. But yeah, I have not purchased an action base because I don't display. If I did display, it would make just perfect sense for me to do that. All right, so let's find C1. And let's put on our... It's not a Gundam unless it has a piece like this on. And C1 and C24. C24 and C23. Yes, there they are. Lost in thought for a second there. I apologize for that. It's been a busy week. I had a meeting today that I did not want to go to, and I have to write up stuff based on that meeting. A lot of my day job is not that stuff, so I try to look on the bright side when those kinds of meetings come up, where I now have to like send a long dedicated email to a bunch of people and try to explain what's going on to them in a way that they can fully appreciate and understand. Uh, so hopefully I'll get that done tomorrow. And all right, this is the last piece of our head. We did it. That's the head. There it is. I'm going to see if there's any part of the assembly here. No, let's just do it. Let's do it, gang. There we go. There's our head on our chest. Look how much far we've gotten. Got an action base you can have, Pat. I got one too big for the mech I had. Zorbs, we'll chat about that. I don't necessarily need that, but that is very nice for you to offer. Let me think about it, because I'm not currently displaying anything. The Hollow. Yeah, we'll take a short little break here because I am going to do some ads from our sponsors. We're about halfway through. We're going to 9:30 p.m. Eastern. So let me say right off the bat, my day job is I work at the Upright Citizens Brigade Theater here in New York. I'm the technical director, so I'm in charge of all the tech people that work at our two venues. One in Hell's Kitchen, which used to be in Chelsea, is now in Hell's Kitchen, just moved there the end of last year, and our one in the East Village. And then, so I'm in charge of all the tech people, making sure they're all trained and they're keeping their schedules and all that kind of managerial stuff. And then 4 nights a week, I am teching at UCB East in the East Village, making sure to do lights and sound for people. So my day job is actually at night, which is why I only stream on Thursdays and Saturday nights, because those are nights that I don't work. Although I do produce a show that's after this stream. So I'm going to finish up here at 9:30, then I'm going to get on the subway, go to Hell's Kitchen, and produce a show, which is not ideal, but it's the best thing I could do to make everything work. Love my job, love working on comedy. One of the other things I love doing is this, and I can't keep doing this without your help. So, if you got Twitch Prime, you can hook, which means you had Amazon Prime, you hooked it up to your Twitch account, you have a token. You could use that on me, and that would be great. That would be awesome. As far as it is basically like, because I'm an affiliate, it's act like you're spending real money. Or you could spend real money and become a subscriber. That would be rad. You could also back me on Patreon. I'll put the link right here. It's also in the show description for those of you watching later. This is my Patreon. I'm at $104 right now. Trying to get to $150, where I will add another stream. I will add a weekly Monday afternoon stream that will be building. Instead of the once a month Monday stream where I just work on a model kit, or where I just play video games, this will be a build stream, and I'll build 3 days a week. That's if I hit that threshold, $150, which I would love to do. We also have an Amazon wish list. If you want to do a one-time help out, you could buy something on my wish list. I've got model kits. I've got action figure model kits. I've got some Star Wars model kit there of some Stormtroopers. I've got some Dragon Ball Z action model kits that I would love to build. They're there on the wish list, along with other Gundams and Lego sets. I don't have any Lego sets waiting for me. And then if you'd like to be a one-time tip, you got a couple bucks you'd like to throw my way, you can at my coffee, which is just like a tip jar. And any tips that go from that go directly into me buying kits. Once I hit a certain threshold, I buy a kit. I'm going to buy a Lego kit at some point soon because I'd like to have a Lego kit waiting for me to build, which I don't have right now. And youtube.com/PatBaer, twitter.com/PatBaer. Follow me on social media. I'm going to really quick check my Twitter account to see if something goes on there. Got a retweet from Harold. Appreciate that. I'm going to retweet again. And yeah, and then I have Pat Plays Pokemon, my YouTube series. And here's my schedule for Emerald City Comic Con. I am doing 2 panels at Emerald City Comic Con. If you're going, check them out. I've got the Oni Press Comics Friends Play Secret Hitler, which is a Saturday night panel. It is what it sounds like. It is artists that have worked on everything from Old Man Logan to Sci-Fu, which is a new series coming out on Oni. playing Secret Hitler. Myself and Charlie Chu from Oni are hosting that show. It's going to be a really good time. We're hopefully going to get one game in the hour, we think. We might get two in. We don't know. And then the next Sunday, I'm doing an afternoon panel with Jen Bain and Trin Garitano from Friendshipping. How Do I Human? It is an advice panel, and I'm excited to be on it. Thrilled that they asked me to be on it. And I'll also be doing some videos for Oni. Oni has a Twitter account. Let me look that up real quick. Oni is Oni Press, ONI Press at Twitter. I'm going to be doing videos for them. And it'll be on Twitter and their Instagram and maybe their YouTube. We don't quite know yet. We're kind of testing it out this time. So that's next Thursday to Sunday. I will be at Emerald City Comic Con in Seattle. No live streams. Videos will go up. Pat Plays Pokemon will be up on its regular schedule. I just won't stream it all next week. So if you have been subscribed to the past and you're up for renewal, please do it while I'm not streaming. It would be helpful. And if anything I'm doing is streamed, which I don't think anything that's going to be, but if that happens, I will also host it on this channel. All right, I talked a lot. I'm going to drink a water. We're going to get back into building. Here's some water. Oh, that was good water. All right, so we did this. We built our head. We built our chest. Looking real good. It's time to build some arms. That's right. It's arm day. And how this works is we do it once, and then we do it again, exactly the same on the other side. So we're going to do, we're going to find the sheets we need, which are here, which we need G and we need H, and G and H. Then we'll need A and D in a moment, but right now we just need G and H. So we're just going to pull G and H right out of here. And yeah, we're going to build our arms, and then we'll build our shoulders and go through all that. Very excited about doing all of that stuff. All right, so so this is, I need H3. Yeah, we'll build all of this twice, which is pretty self-explanatory. Just have to find, there's 1, 2, 2, 5. Where's H3? 7, 8, 9, 10. There's 6, there's 3. Sometimes these pieces, there it is. Nope, that's 5. What? Oh, it's 3. Y'all, I thought a 3 was a 5. I'm tired. Please forgive me. I hope you can all forgive me for that. Got a little tired there. Just streaming for another 35 minutes. Excited to do that. We'll go right to 9:30 because I know that I can't stream for y'all next week. I'm going to be in a hotel room. Internet will not work. It would not make sense for me to stream. I also, when I go to PAX East, which is coming up in April, I'm not going to be streaming when I'm up there. Unfortunately, I might do a Wednesday night stream, or I might do a Wednesday afternoon stream, just something so I can do a stream that week, which I can't do this week. But I might do that just as a make good. I might try to get a stream up. I'm going to try to get a stream up because the way it works, unfortunately, where I'm staying when I go to Boston is has like apparently, admittedly, poor Wi-Fi, and I'm really staying basically in a hostel this time around. So it isn't gonna. I don't believe the bedroom I'm staying in has a table. I'll say that. I'm doing an Airbnb where it's just like a room in an Airbnb, which is fine. I'm totally cool with that. I think it's going to be fine. I just need a place to sleep, you know? Like, I don't need anything special. But it's not going to be as cool as, like, my Philly Airbnb where I was able to do a live stream while I was there, which was pretty cool. I was pretty psyched about that. 34 and 33. All right. So as always, we're going to do this once, struggle a little bit, and then when we do the other one, it'll be like there was never a problem because we've already done it once. We'll do it the first time, then we'll do it a second time. There. So yeah, if you're building anything, always feel free to send me messages. Let me know what you're working on. I love seeing that stuff. If you're doing any kits, you're doing anything like that, if you're watching anything, enjoying anything. I think I talked about all the anime that I've been kind of absorbing and into right now. Playing a lot of Hearthstone lately. And I started another version of my Fallout 4 save with a bunch of cheats on. I'm only cheating on having unlimited like build stuff. I got some mods that make building settlements easy, including a batch mod that removes the limit of how much stuff you can have in a space. Because I'm just really enjoy that part. I really like settlement building in Fallout 4. I don't really like the story so much, or most of the supporting characters, but I really like building in that game. So I've been finding fun ways to do that. Which reminds me, I have to see how it runs on my laptop, because I'd like to load that and all of my mods onto my laptop so that I can play when I'm away. That would be fun. But neither of my panels involve me like running like PowerPoint or anything. My laptop is basically just there for like necessity, so I have a computer while I'm out. So I should be able to run some games on it. Okay, so we're going to try to attach this. Like I said, second time we do this will be way easier. Right now it's being a little annoying. I'm not sure why. This will be our shoulder. And I don't know why it's being frustrating. But it is. So yeah, this is going to be our shoulders here. So we're just putting that together now. And hopefully we can get this straightened out. But yeah. Got anything you'd like to chat about? Feel free to jump into chat and let me know what's up, what's going on with you. I am not watching the Olympics. I hear hockey has been very good this year. And actually the best teams are fighting, and that sounds cool. I did watch the video of that woman who gamed the system so that she could do the half pipe and snowboarding for Hungary, I want to say, and is not good at it. But you know what? She still did better than I would have done. I don't care if she's not Olympic medalist. She just figured out a way to get on a team. She still did better in it than I would have done. I don't know why this is... Oh, I dropped it. Okay. I was getting frustrated, and then I was like, I'm going to stop doing this for a second so that I can breathe, and then I dropped the piece that I need. So that's annoying. Let's see if I can... Can I find it? Alright, I dropped a piece. It is a dark gray, so that is annoying to find. So let's see if I can... Nope. Alright, I don't know where that piece went. I'll find it soon. Just do the other ones, and then I'm going to go down there and find what I need to find. Try to get one of these shoulders done. You don't want to see me here just standing around waiting to get a piece done. You want to see some movement, some action. Let's get these shoulders on. Let's figure out why I can't do this part. Alright, so this goes like this. This goes here. This goes here. Locks in place. This will be going in to our there. It goes in here. It just slides in like this. Why don't you want to work? Huh. Alright, I think I got it now. Alright. That wasn't hard at all. I don't know why that was so frustrating. Alright, that's in. And now, let's see. I think at one point there was some mod to use Gundam models for power armor for. Ooh. Ooh. I don't know about that if there's like Gundam stuff for the power armor. That would be kind of cool. I know there's Liberty Prime, which is like a giant power armor thing, like a giant robot. Uh, is people are trying to get that mod working, like to let you play as that giant robot. I guess that's a current thing that people are doing. All right, so drop the piece. I'm going to try to find it. See if I can get my phone to. See if I can find it. It dropped underneath the desk. It could be anywhere, gang, because it is dark gray, which is a bad color. Found it. It was over. It slid very far away. We did it. Gunpla time. Exactly. Hello. We are building Gunpla, working on our Gundam Epyon kit here. We've worked on our... Today, we started this kit today, and we've done pretty good in our hour that we've been streaming. Right now, we are continuing our build, so let's get the shoulder pieces we need out here and continue working on our kit. There was a Wing Zero with functional buster. Yeah, Logan, that does sound nuts. As far as that, I mean, I don't use a lot of power armor stuff. I built like a cool shed in Sanctuary for all my power armor, and my other playthrough of Fallout 4, where I was going to, basically all my money was going to the alley cats, not the alley cats, whatever they're called, alloy cats or whatever, was going to the dumb greasers that loved sprucing up power armor. I was just going there and spending my money on frames and building up different kits. I love Gunpla stuff. I'm so happy to be back doing it. I had taken a very long hiatus from building and was inspired to take it up again. And I've been really enjoying it. And I've been loving streaming it. I think it's really fun. I'm glad that I've been able to encourage people to try it out. That's been really rewarding to find out people are working on stuff by themselves or with family. It's been very rewarding to hear about that. All right, so now we're going to put some armor on this. We need D and we need A. So we'll get some outer armor in there. Kind of can't wait for this shelving thing, this separator for the sheets to come in. That's going to be very helpful to me getting this build done. Because everything will be in alphabetical order and it'll be easy to just like go through them really quickly and find what we need, as opposed to now where I am just being like, oh, I think this is D. Oh, I think this is A. It's not helpful. I mean, there's not many sheets. It's not like the perfect grade kit we just did, but it's still like a lot. All right, A14 and A14. A14 is this one. A14 is this one. Great, we did it. Found what we needed. Nice and slow. Just kind of keeping things moving at a good pace. We don't want to hurt anything. We don't want to break anything. This is the between an hour and a half with streams is when I notice that I become the most like agitated and most likely to make a silly mistake that I will then be incredibly frustrated with myself about. So I'm trying to avoid doing that. So we need. But yeah, I'm really happy to work on this scale again, this 1/100 scale. I think it'll be really fun to build on that. And I'm gonna miss building next week. It's gonna be the longest I've gone because I will be doing this Saturday at what you call it? This Saturday at 9 p.m. Eastern till 10:30 p.m. Eastern. I'll be streaming again, and then I won't be building again like at all next week because I will be out of town, and it's gonna be weird not to not stream at all for y'all. Um, like I said, the internet's not going to be good at my hotel. I wish it was, but um, I just know that that's not it's not their priority. Is for me to have streams like are consistent and good. So yeah, so I know that's not going to work. Otherwise, so instead, I'm just going to focus on the video stuff I did there. I did do 2 videos. They'll be out, as I said, next Thursday and Saturday around the same time that I would normally be streaming. I will publish videos and send out links so that there's something out there. So follow my Twitter, and then around that time I will post links to YouTube videos. I built the Lego hover tank, Star Wars hover tank. I did that over 2. I broke it up into 2 episodes. I shot that a couple weeks ago, so I'll be happy for people to see that finally. Oops. And I'll do the same thing before I go. See it? I dropped something here. Before I go to PAX East in April, I'll record something when I get back from Seattle that'll go up in place of that, since I won't be able to stream. All right, we're putting some stuff here on our shoulders. We'll do the other side and the other side there. So, Drew, my favorite mecha series that isn't Gundam related. So I have a soft spot in my heart for the Big O. I mean, it looks like it's the Batman anime series, right? It's giant mechs. It's a guy with it's a weird post-apocalyptic future city where memory loss is a thing and people quite aren't sure, and the mystery that unravels is weird and interesting, and the mech design is really cool and very throwbacky. So I have a lot of love for the Big O. I don't think it wraps up particularly strong, but I think it's a really cool series that I'm into. And then Zoids. I think Zoids is cool. I think the Liger in particular, but all the Zoids are cool looking things. I'm real into. All right, so we want B7, B8. We're gonna put some B's on here, and then we'll leave D again. So we'll keep D. Let's find what B looks like. This is B, and this is B. Great. Yeah. So I think Zoids is cool. I think there's like too many different Zoid shows, and they're not really related. I know that one is like in the future of the first show, but is a throwback, like technology-wise. It's like Turn A Gundam, basically, that kind of thing. So I remember not thinking that was particularly cool. But yeah, I did like that show. Okay, so 7. We're putting our outer scales on, you could say, our armor pieces that are kind of like scales here. I had a Zoids model kit when I was young. That was cool. Yes, it did have like wind-up motors and stuff. That was kind of nice. The Hollow. I don't know if Big O is would do it for you. You know what I mean? I don't know. I can't tell you if it'd be something that you'd be into. I just remember thinking it looked really cool because I also love that art style. You know, if you like the Batman animated series that was on Fox back in the day. I think like it's the same art style, and it really is striking and cool and very thematic for that show. So I'm a big fan of it. But yeah, I don't know if it holds up per se. I just remember thinking it was very cool. Yeah, and I got Zoids here. I gotta go, Zorbs. Thank you very much, Zorbs. The archive will be on YouTube as always. Thanks for stopping in. Appreciate it very much. Um, and yeah, for everybody that's still hanging out here on the stream, we're going to go another 20 minutes, maybe a little less. We'll see. But we're going to go for a bit here. We're going to keep building an assembly. The assembly is going real smooth. Getting these pieces on here. And then it's been good. The hardest part was like some of the shoulder pieces were a little annoying. Actually, probably the hardest part was getting the eye stickers on. Which I'm happy we did, but that was annoying. Right, there. Okay. And okay. And then let's see here, D6. So yeah, completely forgot about Big O until I watched some old Tsunamis. Promos on YouTube, old Toonami promos. Yeah, somebody was like retweeting a lot of the character promos for Toonami for Dragon Ball Z to be like Vegeta, the Prince of and you're just like, hell yeah, things are gonna pop off now. Piccolo, he could probably save the Earth single-handedly, and you're like, not really, but this video does make Piccolo seem pretty cool, so good job. But yeah, Big O was neat. I remember really liking it when it came out. I'm trying to think of other like big robot shows that I like. So Darling in the Frax, Darling in the Frax is out right now. It's like I don't know. I don't think it's good. Like I don't like looking at it. I think the art style is cool, and it's a cool mesh of those two companies, the companies that are making it. But I just like kind of don't give a shit. It's like gooey, I guess I would describe it as, or in a way that I'm not just like into at all. I don't know. I guess I'm being probably like shitty about it, but I just like nah, not for me. It also Gurren Lagann rules, but like it's like somewhere between Gurren Lagann and the show where she didn't wear any clothes. It was like basically it's like her and her sister, and then like her mom had killed her dad, and it was like lots of fighting, and then her clothes were alive but skimpy. I don't know. Darling in the Frax doesn't seem to be super horny per se. But there is one character that refers to another character as her darling, and the whole idea is that like there are these mechs that only can be piloted by like a dude and a girl, like a duo. Like so they're trained to be like friendly and like each other. And it's pretty terribly sexual. Yeah. Kill la Kill. You're right. Thank you, Logan. So it's the people that made Kill la Kill and the people that made like, Evangelion, but also Gurren Lagann. So it should be. So it is pretty horny, and it is weird, and I don't like it. Yeah. All right, we finished our shoulders. It's a nice mix of our colors. This is the color scheme. This is our main two colors. There's some gray in this kit, but it's mostly this maroon and this deep navy blue. It looks rad. It's just the colors are so good. This photo that someone took that you can see below me, I'm pointing at my screen, but I meant to point down here. So, yeah, it's just the color scheme is so awesome. A little bit gold here and there. So rad. All right, so finish our shoulders. Let's get into the arms. We'll do a little bit of arm stuff, and then we'll move on. We need mostly G here. It looks like H and G for a bit, so we'll get those out. But yeah, I bounced right off of Darling and the Frax. Because it just was like, I was just like, I don't. And maybe I'm missing out. Maybe it is really cool. And I'm just missing out on it. But weird ass show that I don't blame him for not liking. Yeah. Yeah, I just like, maybe if I like binged it and watched a bunch of episodes, I would be into it. But watching it week to week, I just like, I haven't caught up. I've just been like, okay. Just, yeah, not super into it. Yeah, it just felt like weird. I just wasn't feeling it. Got a lot of anime. This season has been so good, and I'm like, I'm not backlogged. I'm backlogged with two things right now. I'm backlogged with a couple things, but uh, like the one, yeah, but there's just so much. Like I lost my train of thought there, but like I'm backed up with a bunch of things that I would like to be caught up on. This weekend I'm going to try to catch up on some anime stuff that I've been watching. It's just been there's just so many good shows. Like it's really nice to have because last season I was pretty disappointed with most things. So it's been nice to have so many shows to watch. Like I'm behind on Dragon Ball Super, and that's gonna end. It looks like. So I'm excited to catch up on that eventually, because I do still like that show. Yeah, there's a bunch of stuff coming out that I'm like, that's out right now that's just like so good. Garbage shows. Yes. Uh, Yeah, I don't know. I think like to say that the characters don't understand the sexuality of what they're doing, like maybe I buy that, but we know that the writers know what's up with this sexualness. Like I said, the show's slow start that I wish that I had been watching all along. I can't believe that I haven't been because it's really really good. Um, there's like one weird thing about this last episode that I did not like. I thought it was really weird and kind of creepy and off-putting. But overall, it's a show that I would definitely recommend to people check out. All right. So this goes like this. This has got to go. Just making sure I'm putting this on the right spot here. Okay. This is our arm piece here, so I'm just making sure that I'm getting our arms together right, because that could, if they bend the wrong way, that's really annoying. So I'm trying to avoid that here if I can. Oops. Of course I dropped another piece to the floor. That is, and of course it's a gray piece, so it is a little hard to find. Yeah, yeah, I thought Kill la Kill, like, had some satire in it. Was definitely trying to be satirical, but then also I think it was also just like a little too like, but isn't this cool? Like, oh, we're playing around with the different themes and we're doing this and this, but also we're still like a cool fighting show. And you're like, okay, well, I don't know if you guys know what satire is. I'm not really sure. I'm not convinced you know what you're satirizing. All right, well, I'm very annoyed that I dropped this piece because it is small and gray. I cannot instantly find it, so I'm looking right now. I hate that I went episodes and episodes of our perfect grade, not dropping a dang thing, and then I have had two big drops in this one. Cannot find this piece, and it is frustrating. All right, well, I'm not going to waste time looking for this here on stream. Instead, I'm going to end the stream and then waste my time off air finding it. So we're going to leave it there. This has been the Build with Baer workshop. I'll be back on Saturday, 9 p.m. Eastern. We're going to keep building. We're going to work on our arms. We'll probably get to a little bit of the legs in that kit as well. Maybe the waist. Maybe we skip the legs and go to the waist after we build the arms. I don't know. I haven't gotten there yet. So thank you very much for joining me. I hope you have a great rest of your Thursday. I will see you again next time on the Build with Baer workshop. So have a great rest of your Thursday. Watch all my stuff on YouTube and all that. Follow me on Twitter. Send me tweets if you're building anything. Have a great night. Goodbye.